Okay, piecewise functions. So it says evaluate the function, and then it gives you f of x and g of x, and then we have to figure out, well, which one does it go with, right? So if I'm asking you, well, what is the value of f if x is -5? So automatically I'm coming over here to my f function, because this is an f, and it's -5. So I have to determine, is -5 less than -4 or greater than -4? It's less than -4. So I'm going to use 3 times x minus 1. So that's 3 times -5 is -15 minus 1 is -16. Okay, my next one is g of 0. So I'm coming over here to g, and then I have to determine, okay, so I'm looking to figure out, well, what would it be if x was 0? Is that less than -2? No. Is that in between -2 and +4? Yes. So it's telling you, hey, if x is in between -2 and +4, then the answer is just 5. You don't even have to do anything. It's just y is 5. Okay, on the next one, it's saying g is 2. So again, I'm looking for which category. Is it less than -2? No. Is it in between -2 and 4? Yes. So the answer is just 5. Okay, for g of -5, which category would that go in? Is it less than -2, in between -2 and +4, or greater than 4? Well, it is less than -2. So I have to use this function, which is x plus 4. So -5 plus 4 is -1. And then my last one is f of 10. So I'm coming back over here to f. Is it less than -4, or is 10 greater than -4? It's greater. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So we have to figure out which function are we going to use for each value of x. Okay, on the next part, it says the total cost in dollars of ordering X custom shirts is represented by the piecewise function. What is the total cost of ordering 52 shirts? Okay, so it's saying, hey, if you order in between 0 and up to 25 shirts, it's just this, right? 17x plus 20. If you order in between 25 up to 50 shirts, it's 1580 each plus 20. And if you order more than 50 shirts, it's 14x plus 20. So our number is 52. So that's going to go with this function, right? I'm ordering more than 50 shirts. So I'm going to have to do 14 times 52, okay, which I'm just going to work it out here. So 2 is 8, that's that. Put a 0 here. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. So that's $728 plus 20, right? 14 times 52 was 728, and then plus 20 would mean that my total would be $748. Okay, so essentially, okay, and this is where some of y'all are kind of losing it. We are doing the same thing like here as we are down here. We're just graphing it. Okay, so what this is saying is, hey, if you have x values that are less than -1, use this function, okay? But so this is where x is -1, okay? So it's essentially saying you're gonna have one line that starts here and one that goes the other way, right? For numbers less than 1 and greater than 1, or -1. So let's do the less than -1 first. So how did I write this down here for y'all? Okay, so when it was less than -1, so I'm gonna start on -1, I'm gonna do -2, -3, okay? And then I'm gonna do the equation function -x plus 4. So when I put, okay, a -1 in here, -1 is 1, plus 4 is 5. Then -2 is 2, plus 4 is 6. -3 is 3, plus 4 is 7. So I'm gonna start, right, at -1, 5. It's going to be an open circle because this isn't the answer if it's -1, if x is -1, because it doesn't have the equal to. But we have to put something on there because there's values in between -2 and -1. So I have -2, 6. Oh gosh, this is gonna go off my graph. Okay, -3, 7. It's gonna go like that. Okay, but it's an open circle to show that it's just like when we did inequalities on a number line and you did an open circle, like when I gave you x is less than 2. You put an open circle on 2 and pointed it to the left because we understood that there were values. You couldn't just put your circle on 1, even though 1 is less than 2, because there's lots of stuff happening in between 1 and 2. Okay, so then what happens if x is greater than or equal to -1? So we're gonna use x minus 6. So I'm gonna pick values for x, like -1, greater than -1, 0. I'm gonna pick 5, okay? And I'm gonna plug it in to x minus 6. -1 minus 6 is -7. 0 minus 6 is -6. 5 minus 6 is -1. So, okay, this is annoying and I shouldn't have had it go off your graph, but that's okay. So 5, 6, 7, closed in circle because it has the equal to, right? And I'm just gonna come over here to 5, -1. I'm gonna connect them. Okay, that would be my graph. Okay, I drew this yellow line here because some of y'all are struggling with the start and stop points. It's whatever these numbers are on the x-axis, right? X is less than -1, everything over here. X is greater than -1, everything with an x value over here. Okay, so let's see, we have -3 and +3. So here's -3. So part of my function is gonna show everything less than -3. Part of it is gonna be in between -3 and +3. And then part of it is gonna be greater than 3. So on this one, it's saying if you pick x's that are less than -3, the answer is just 1. Okay, so I'm gonna do, let's see, I'll do this one in this color. So if x is less than -3, the answer y is just 1. So -3, -4, -5 for x. My y is gonna be 1 every time. So it's an open dot because this is less than, doesn't have the equal to, and I have the point -3, 1, -4, 1, -5, 1. Okay, and it's gonna go like that. Then it says, well, if you have numbers that are in between -3 and +3, we're gonna use the function x minus 1. Okay, so numbers in between -3 and +3 would be -3, -1. I'm kind of running out of space, so I'm just gonna go up to 3. Okay, and then my y values, -3 minus 1 is -4, -1 minus 1 is -2, and then 3 minus 1 is +2. Okay, so I'm gonna graph the point -3, -1, 2, 3, 4. It is a closed in circle. Because it has this equal to, it's telling you, hey, if your x is -3, this is the line, this is the answer. Okay, and then 3, +2, same thing, closed in circle. So it goes like that. Okay, and then the last part of my function is, hey, well, what happens if you have an x that's greater than 3? So it's -2x plus 4. So -2x plus 4. So I'm gonna do 3, I do this every time I forget to leave space, and then y. So I'm gonna pick 3, 4, 5. So I get -2 times 3 is -6 plus 4 is -2. -8 plus 4 is -4. -10 plus 4 is -6. So 3, -2, 4, -4, it's gonna go down like this. So those are the 3 pieces of my function.